Dear friends, today we are going to meditate and introspect the forces that drives our lives. Take a comfortable posture. Sit erect, back straight. Take a deep breathing in. You may count breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out counting up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You may do it this cycle for 10 times until your body and mind calms down. Breathe in all the positive feelings and breathe out all the negativities, tensions, worries, difficulties, and sufferings from your life. Our Holy Bible in Numbers 33:55 reads this way: If you do not drive out the inhabitants of land from before you, then those of them whom you let remain shall be as barbs in your eyes, and thorns in your sides, and they shall trouble you in the land where you dwell. Everyone's life is driven by something. Most dictionaries define the verb drive as to guide, to control, or to direct. Whether you are driving a car, playing soccer, you are guiding, controlling, and directing it at the moment. If it is so, what is the driving force in your life? You may be driven by guilt, resentment, fear, materialism, and so on. Right now, you may be driven by a problem, a pressure, or a deadline. Are you driven by guilt? According to the Rick Warren, most of us spend our entire lives running from regrets and hiding our shame. Guilt-driven people are manipulated by memories. They allow their past to control their future. They often unconsciously punish themselves by destroying their own success. When Cain sinned, his guilt disconnected him from God's presence. And God said, "You will be restless wanderer on the earth." That describes most people today, wandering through life without a purpose. Yes, we are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. God's purpose is not limited by your past. He turned a murderer named Moses into a leader, and a coward named Gideon into a courageous hero. God can do amazing things with the rest of your life too. So, do not be driven by guilt. Are you driven by resentment and anger? Many people hold on to hurts and never get over them. Instead of releasing their pain through forgiveness, they rehearse it over and over in their minds. Some resentment driven people clam up and internalize their anger and explode it onto others. Both responses are unhealthy and unhelpful. Resentment always hurts oneself more than it does the person you resent. While your offender has probably forgotten the offense and gone with life, you continue to stew in your pain, perpetuating the past. Yes, friends, those who have hurt you in the past cannot continue to hurt you now unless you hold on to the pain through resentment. Your past is past. Nothing will change it. You are only hurting yourself with your bitterness. Our Holy Bible says, to worry yourself to death with resentment would be a foolish, senseless thing to do. So let us get out of this resentment and anger. Are you driven by fear? Their fears may be a result of traumatic experience, unrealistic expectations, growing up in a high control home, or even genetic predisposition. Regardless of the cause, fear-driven people often miss great opportunities because they are afraid to venture out. Instead, they play it safe, avoiding risks and trying to maintain the status quo. Fear is a self-imposed prison that will keep you from becoming what God intends for you to be. You must move against it with the weapons of faith and love. The one word that repeated every day in the Bible is fear not. 365 times in Bible. So friend, do not be afraid of. Fear not. I am with you always, says God. Are you driven by materialism? For most of us, our desire to acquire becomes the only goal of our lives. This drive to always want more is based on the misconceptions that having more will make me more happy, more important, and more secure. But all three ideas are untrue. We know possessions only provide temporary happiness because things do not change. We eventually become bored with them and then want newer, bigger, better versions. Self worth and net worth are not the same. Your value is not determined by your valuables. And God says the most valuable things in life are not things. The most common myth about money is that having more will make me more secure. Definitely it won't. Wealth can be lost instantly. Through a variety of uncontrollable factors. The real security is in the relationship with God. Are you driven by the need for approval? Yes, friends, we allow the expectations of our parents, or spouse, or children, or teachers, or friends, or our own superiors to control our lives. Many adults are still trying to earn the approval of unpleasable parents or superiors. Others are driven by peer pressure, always worried about what others might think or say. Unfortunately, those who follow the crowd usually get lost in it. Rick Warren says, I don't know all the keys to success, but one key to failure is to try to please everyone. Being controlled by the opinions of others is a guaranteed way to miss God's purpose in your life. Matthew chapter 6, verse 27, we hear, "No one can serve two masters." So, dear friends, let our lives be guided, controlled, and directed by God's purpose. Nothing matters more than knowing God's purpose in your lives. And nothing can compensate for not knowing them. Not success, wealth, fame, or pleasure. Now, dear friends, let us remain in silence. Once again, meditating upon the kind of guilt, kind of resentment, kind of anger, kind of materialism, and a kind of need for approval. Are you driven by all these external forces? Get out of these external drives. Let you be driven, let you be controlled, let you be directed by God alone and with a specific purpose, specific goal in our lives.